Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. We welcome to our online initiative, Ekalaiva. Today we are going to start our new unit in geography, that is migration and urbanization. So today our topic is migration and urbanization, and in this picture you can see many people are migrating from one place to another place, and mostly their aim is to settle in urban areas. So we are going to discuss about various reasons and causes for migration as well as for urbanization. First, the general objectives of this lesson are meaning, causes and consequences of migration we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss about the various types of migration, and we are going to discuss about the concept of urbanization, origin and growth of urbanization, problems of urbanization. These are all the things that we are going to discuss in detail in this lesson. First, what is meant by migration? Migration, it is defined as the permanent or semi-permanent change of residence of an individual or group of people over a significant distance. So if we take migration, it is nothing but people will change the residence from one place to another place. Either individual migration may be there, or family, in a family, along with their family also, they may migrate for various reasons to certain distance. So what is meant by migration? Migration is defined as the permanent or semi-permanent. Either they may migrate permanently to some other place, or sometimes they may migrate and stay there for certain years or sometimes certain months, like that. So it may be defined as permanent or semi-permanent change of residence of an individual or group of people over a significant distance. So that is called migration. Now, various factors of migration. So some favorable factors are there, which are called pull factors, and unfavorable factors are there, which are called push factors. So in that, pull factors means like how magnet attracts the iron objects. In the same way, there are certain pull factors which attract the people towards certain areas. So it is called favorable factors. And some factors, unfavorable factors, which push the people to move from that place to some other place. So that is called push factors. And push factors, it is also known as unfavorable factors. Now, what are the different reasons for migration? So what are the various reasons for migration? Already I told you what is meant by push factor and what is meant by push factor, pull factor and push factor. So in that we can see, I told you one example as magnet also, isn't it? So health care, pull factors means under pull factors, health care, peace, education, money, that is employment opportunities, and city life. Some may be very interested in city life, and all these things, these are all some pull factors which attracts the people towards certain areas. And here under push factors, maybe climatic disasters may be one of the reasons, and sometimes if the farmer is holding lot of land, if he is uh, not getting profit in farming, then automatically he will be pushed to in search of some other job opportunity, and war may be some of the reason, and pollution, poverty may be some of the reason. So these are all the various factors which push the people from move from their place to and to settle in some other place. Now there are various reasons which are the causes of human migration: ecological or natural causes, economic causes, socio-cultural causes, demographic causes, and political causes. These are all some of the causes which are reason for migration of people. Now first one, ecological or natural causes of migration. So the causes under this category, it is natural one. They include volcanic eruption, earthquake, flood, drought, etc. These are which force which compel the people to leave their native places where they are living, and with leads to settle them in new areas. So the areas which they are going to settle may availability of water resources may be there, and areas may be free from natural hazards and pollution. So these things attract the people and make them to settle in that areas. Now our second reason is economic causes of migration. So economy, it is one of the most important causes of human migration from one area to another area. So various economic causes determine the level and direction of migration. For example, if you take availability of fertile agricultural land, employment opportunities, development of technology, these are all some of the economic causes that attract the migration. And the mass poverty and unemployment, it forces the people to move from their native places to the place where they can get better employment opportunities. Now next one, our next topic is socio-cultural causes of migration. For example, if you take migration of women after marriage and migration associated with pilgrimage, these are all the uh, basic of socio-cultural customs. So these are all the various socio-cultural causes of migration. Next one, political causes of migration. Various political causes like colonization, wars, government policies. It plays a very important role in human migration um, from time to time, because for example, if you take, if in a certain country continuously if they are going to face the wars, definitely people will not be willing to stay in that country. Or if any particular particular king or the administrative level are exploiting, so in such cases also people will not like to reside in that particular countries. So it is also one of the political cause of migration. Okay children, today we have discussed about various causes of migration, and you know what is meant by migration. Tomorrow we will be discussing about types of migration. Thank you, children.